And it's a very good afternoon from me, Johnny Bryan, and I welcome you to Stafford Town Football Club for this international fixture between England under-18s and Australia Schoolboys. It's a cold, crisp afternoon in the heart of the nation, but no doubt some potential future stars of the game will warm us up delightfully with their talent on show here in Stafford. I'm delighted to have joining me for this fixture this afternoon former Port Vale manager and now head of recruitment at Northampton Town, Martin Foyle. Martin, a very good afternoon.
Thank you very much. Yeah, welcome to here.
Your expectations?
Well, like I said, some of the pitch looks a little bit hard in certain places, but the sun's shining over the far side, so I'm looking forward to an exciting game of football. I think it's the end of the Australian tour. You know, they've been over here for a month, and but be glad to see what England are like. You know, probably on one of their first of two outings.
Indeed they are. This is how the England team line up. This is their starting 11. Michael Papastylianou, number one, he's in goal. Aaron Simpson, Lewis Fogg, Jordan Storey, Adam Curry, Ryan Price, Elliot Cutts, Geordie and Zoid, Rene Armstrong, Robert Black and Mustafa Bundu, and Andy Blight is their coach. One thing to mention about this England setup, Martin, it's been a gruelling selection process. 64 of them started, and this is the 11 who've made the cut, and the 5 subs as well.
Yeah, it's hard for the boys, you know, because obviously a lot of them went down to Lilleshall. There was 64, then they make the cuts again, and I think the boys will be so proud, you know, representing England at this level. You know, they've got there, they thoroughly deserve the shirt, and hopefully they perform.
The Australian team, in contrast, they are on a home nations tour, as it were, and this is the last leg of that tour. And this is how they line up. Sam Brown from St Edmunds in Australia, he is the goalkeeper. Rhys Caldercutt, Marcus Duncan, Cohan Morrison, Bowden Allport to the back four. Jacob Minnett, Matthew Miller, Jack Fulton, Steve White, Lachlan Roberts and Oliver Green, and Pat Morando is their coach. And no doubt, Martin, this Australia team will be here to look for a good scalp here before they ride home.
No, I agree. I think England have always been that scalp, haven't they? They've come over here, they've had a good win against Scotland 3-0. And, you know, they'll probably like to finish their tour on a high. You know, I think Australia have always wanted to compete against England. And, you know, it'll be interesting how that first 20 minutes goes.
And here come the referees and the two teams. Defences are beating the attackers at the moment for both teams. Simpson wins the corner. Bundu, low corner, causing a bit of aggravation for the Australia defence. Bundu has a shot at goal saved by Sam Brown. Simpson cuts, good tackle from Green. Great tackle it was too. And now Australia, can they open the door? Still have possession. Minnett onto his right hand side. Rhys Caldercutt, send it forward, put under pressure by Lewis Fogg, and you call him over. Good tackle this from the Australia captain.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, he's broke up. He's been their best player. He's been sort of like a bit of a tank in there, hasn't he?
Wenzel Halls. Looking for his man. It's a low one. There's a chance here for Australia, and it's in the back of the net as well. And it's Cohan Morris, sloppy defending, must be said. But a low cross there from Dylan Wenzel Halls. A little bit of a scramble in the box, and it's Cohan Morris it was who found it on a plate for him and put it in the back of the net. 1-0 Australia.
Yeah, it's. I just watched the way how England actually defended it. You know, they're one out by the kicker. They actually left 2 out wide up front, which surprised me really, because Australia had 5-4 in the box there. So you've got to defend it properly. And England, tactically, for me, weren't right there.
Bundu with a shot. Good save. Good save from Sam Brown. And a good shot this from Mustafa Bundu, wasn't it, Mike?
Yes, he looks exciting. You know, I've watched him over the far side there. You know, he's got a few flicks and a bit of a flair.
Fogg back toward Brown. It was a bit of a hesitance there from the Australia goalkeeper.
Yeah, he's not giving me a confident start at the moment. You know, he hasn't really been overloaded. But again, now we've got another free kick, so this might be the chance now. Yeah, a yellow card. It was a bad tackle. Yeah. Let's hopefully we can put this ball on him and put him under pressure.
22 minutes into the game. But now England looking to try and capitalise on this free kick. Frank Rosenvold won, and he will be the one who takes. Deep cross. Oh, and everybody missed it.
That was a close chance, wasn't it? You know, Story's got round the back post there. Good in swinging free kick. But again, I'm surprised that free kick's, what, 5 yards from the touchline, and Australia got 3 in the war. There's no way he's going to shoot from that angle. So again, very light defensively in the middle, and it nearly proved, well, costly for me. Well, we're just approaching half-time, aren't we? We've got 5 minutes to go, and it would be nice if we could have a clear-cut chance that we could certainly, you know, score from. But we're certainly looking better now. We're settling down a little bit.
Cross comes in, putting into chance for Bundu! 1-1.
And there's that goal I'm on about.
well, you called it.
Yeah, no, you could see England, they were pressing in, but we just had to have a quality cross, and that, for me, that was the first one of the half of many chances, and you get delivery in. It's a good header back by Armstrong, and Bundu, who I thought is England's probably best attacking threat, finished with a good volley.
Yeah, right into the sunshine it was. Bundu there on the back post. Does well on the volley. Easy to make in the end, 1-1. Nice little touch there from Robert Black. This is Oliver Green, who's been in good form for Australia, the Australian captain. Yeah, it's a replay. Keep on Oliver Green here, who's
just watched the ball at the last minute with the keeper. Oh, it did kick up. It's good hands, very good hands.
Oh dear, Monty Jordan missed it. Chance here for Australia. It's 2-1. Lachlan Roberts is the goal scorer, and what a gift he has been given.
This is all a part about learning the game, you know, coaching and everything like that. Sometimes there's games when you don't go back home. You know what I mean? You don't go back to the goalkeeper. Look at that. It's not the keeper's fault or anything like that. Just the conditions of the pitch. But players, when they grow older, you know, that's the things that they've got to learn, and they've got to learn very, very quickly.
Silagoy with the free kick. Good free kick it is as well. Good header.
Yeah, he certainly attacked that at the highest point. Yeah, super header, super ball in. And that's hard ones for defenders because it's standing above you, but he certainly rose up well.
Cohen Morris here, it rose up. It was like Martin Skirtle at Liverpool. It was a super header. Look at this. Oh, wasn't far away, was it?
Yeah, he's guided it back the right areas.
Unzoid. They win the free kick. Lewis Fogg looking to try and get this on the penalty spot. It's not easy for Kennedy's lost the ball, but recovers well.
Yeah, it was a foul on him, you know. It wasn't an easy ball to put into there from that distance, but fair play to the keeper. He was strong, you know, took a knock.
And that is it. Come on, Aussie, come on. It's a famous victory here for Australia here in Stafford. They picked up a massive scalp on their final leg of their UK tour. They defeat the old enemy. I think he might be grinning like the Cheshire Cat all the way back to Australia.
Oh, it's going to be a very nice trip home, put it that way. It's 23 hours of... it makes it more comfortable, put it that way.
Tell me about the second half. What do you say to the boys at half-time, more importantly?
Oh, look, both teams were a bit of a scrap match. Look, the conditions of the park didn't make it for attractive football, but I said if we can actually win the battle in the middle of the park and then push balls wide and gamble off, you know, little mistakes from the back four, there's a possibility there, and it just happened to be.
Indeed. Well, I think the pitch may give him a bit of an assist for that second goal, wasn't it?
Oh, I'd have to say, look, both teams struggled with the pitch, and again, it's not the most attractive football, and if it has to be ugly, it has to be ugly.
All credit to the Australians. I thought they worked exceptionally hard. They give us a real physical encounter. I think one or two of our boys were probably new to that experience, and they realise what international schoolboy football is about. So it's a bit of a wake-up call, but as I say, it's the first time our boys have actually come together as a team. First time, obviously, first game together. We obviously we move on, and there's a lot to work on, and but there's some bright spots, which we'll look to build on in the next few weeks.
What positives can you take out the game?
Positives, really pleased with some individual performance. So not single people out, but some real good individual performances. I think the pitch was a real leveller. Unfortunately, the frozen ground and the bobbles here and there didn't really convene itself to a good game of football, which was disappointing probably from our perspective as well as the Australians. But hey ho, conditions, winter in Britain, and that's what we've got to get on with.
So many thanks for joining us here in the heart of England, in Staffordshire. It wasn't England's day here, but the Australian Socceroos will be smiling all the way back down under. Many thanks for joining us. On behalf of Martin Foyle and me, Johnny Bryan, and the whole team here in Stafford, final score, England under 18s 1, Australia Schoolboys 2. Thanks for joining us. Bye for now.